Today we're doing something a little bit different. I am going to show you how to increase the traffic in your city to the max and give your cities a thorough workout. My name is Biffa. Welcome back to my next Cities Skylines video. Grab your cup of tea and get ready. This one is going to be fascinating. So I hear you shouting out, why do I want more traffic in my city? Well, think of it this way. If you were going to test out your heart, give it a good workout, what would you do? You would jump on a treadmill, run 100 miles an hour, and that would really give your heart an excellent workout if you could really run that fast. Anyway, you get the idea. So with your cities, you've set them up, you've slaved over them for hours, and you want to test your city. You want to see if you've really put into practice all the tips that you've seen from me and the other guys and girls on YouTube, and to see if your city can really stand up to traffic. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to be using a couple of mods, mainly Traffic Manager. I use Traffic Manager Present Edition Labs version, the latest one. If you just search TMPE Labs on the Steam Workshop, you will find it there. If you don't have access to the Steam Workshop, or you're on a console, yeah, not much you can do. That's just the way it is. Get a PC. So I am giving you a little sneak peek behind the scenes today, because what I'm going to show you is what I do to get a city ready to be shown on my Fix It challenge videos, because I really like to make things hard for myself. The sort of cities that I like to pick to show people don't always have very bad traffic, and there's reasons for that, and we'll come back to that a little bit later. For instance, this city that you're seeing now, sent in by Zach, an amazing looking city. It's full of roundabouts. What's not to love about it? People love to see cities like this. Zach told me that there's one area particularly of the city that's got traffic, which we'll fix a bit later on, and we'll start looking at that. But I would like to see if the whole city can stand up to traffic. So that is why I will cause traffic in a city. Now, keep that in mind, because quite often I'll see comments of people saying, oh, I can't believe someone sent in this city and they haven't put the basic things into practice. Look at how bad the traffic is. My traffic never gets that bad. Well, before I put a city on the video, I run it through this process that I'm going to show you. And the reason is I like a challenge. I like things really tough, and I really want to find the weaknesses in your city. And by inflating the traffic, I'm going to find the weaknesses in your city, and it's going to give me more things to fix. And who doesn't like to fix a city for 3 hours and then try and squeeze it all into a 20-minute video? Hooray! Yes, that's what I do with my life at the moment. But anyway, and I'm sure you'll enjoy the video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like if you enjoy it, and also subscribe as well. That would be fantastic. So let's dive in. Let's take a look at this particular city. There's a couple of little things that they haven't done. So let's just take a look. So here we have this city here, looking pretty good. We just get into the middle there and do the traffic. 75%. So it's not too bad. And Zach that sent this one in, I'm pretty sure this was the one, said that you're struggling with highway traffic. And I can see that. You've got, your main area here is pretty good. And because you've got so many roads, it's going to be hard to get the percentage down low. But then you've got these little hotspots. I mean, that's just red. It's moving. It's okay. That's red. It's moving. That's getting a bit backed up there. But we look here, and this is like really bad. So as you said, you struggle with highways, and this one is just like, what the heck is going on? There's roads going everywhere. It's a snaky mess. You've got this one here, it's starting to get bad. This isn't too bad, this is moving. Then you've got some other areas around the outside that are perfectly fine. They're struggling for something. What are they struggling for there? Not enough buyers. Yeah, okay. So they need their things taken away. And yeah, you're getting backing up along here, which is coming in here. So you're right, your highways are the problem. But what I would do is I would get a city like this, and I would just check how you've got your traffic manager set up. I love the design of this, by the way, with this building in the middle. Looks absolutely brilliant. So I would check out traffic manager. We're using traffic manager, and when I open it up, this will be set up the way that you had it set up when you are sending in your cities. So not just Zach, I'm talking to everybody. Let's just zoom in here and watch this lovely roundabout while we're talking. And the first thing that jumps out at me, if I can move this up here, is this symbol here. Now, those of you that use Traffic Manager a lot will know, but when that is not lit up, as it is now, that is running, as it says there, in easy mode or vanilla mode. So vehicles will despawn if there's too many vehicles. So one of these little spots that we've got over here that's red, let's find that really good one over here. vehicles will be despawning. You might not necessarily see it straight away, but it's got that bad with this set like that. Now, whenever I fix a city, I always want to make the traffic as bad as it can be and then fix it, because that's a challenge, that's fun to see, and it makes it, yeah, it makes it a lot harder. I do enjoy the challenge. So, with the city set up like this, shame I can't sort of zoom out any further. I bet if I did that and then that, very slowly I can, there we go. Using the camera mod, I can zoom out and we can see much more of the city, and then I think that'll probably do. If I put the traffic on, there we go. So we can see how bad it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off despawning. So now the button is lit up and it says on there, hard mode, bigger traffic jams, no despawning. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to move myself out so we can see all of the roads. There we go, pretty much. I think that'll do. Put this mode on. And I'm going to record a time lapse, and we are going to see how quickly this all goes red. And then I'll be back with you. Okay, so that was about 13 minutes. What are we at now? 54%. And you've got more of an idea of where the traffic problems are. We can see that this really is becoming an issue. Which is really backing up over here with the cargo. But let me just show you the difference. If I come out of that view and put Traffic Manager on, so keep an eye on all these cars here. If I press this button, it goes back to vanilla rules. Look at that. So the game decides too many cars, bang, they are all gone. And then very quickly, this will get up to 75, 79, 80% again. Yeah, so it's probably going to waver a little bit and get back down to what it was before at the beginning. So that is the difference between spawning and despawning. Looks like they need emptying. But when I fix the traffic, I always try and make it bad first of all. So what I'm going to have to do now is sit here for another 13 minutes. I should have saved the game. Darn it. And also, I want to try and get as many cars into the city as possible. So using the Demand Master mod, if you whack all these up to 100%, it just adds a little bit more traffic coming into the city if there's room to grow. Let's come out of that view. There we go. It might not be too much room here to grow, to be honest, because everything is pretty much built up. No, that's just gaps in between. So yeah, the Demand Master trick might not make a huge difference. But did you notice, interesting little fact, the middle section here where it is basically completely giant roundabouts. You've got roads going in alternate directions all the way in. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that. All of these are one-way roads. And then your main road's coming out here. It only starts becoming a problem when you leave the roundabout. Via a roundabout. Look at that. So, yeah, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run that for another 15 minutes, get this traffic really, really bad. Who remembers this? Who remembers this little warehouse construction over here? And, I'll be back with you. And we'll just run through a couple of little fixes that you can do yourself. Already, look at this. You can see the traffic backing up because the game's not despawning any. Yes, the difference between vanilla and the normal game. Let me rephrase that. The difference between vanilla and the modded game. That's what I meant to say. Okay, we're back. It's been 10 minutes or so. We're down to 58, 59%. So it is dropping down. We'll take a closer look at some of the areas that are causing you lots of traffic in a moment, but something you really want to make sure that you do, which is going to help. If you're running Traffic Manager, go into your options, select your Traffic Manager here, and there's a few options that you'd like to set up. So this one here, you could run that on medium, high. It's going to use more CPU, and what that does is uses more of your CPU to implement the rules that you're going to put into place, which we're going to do now. This is a big one, Advanced Vehicle AI. You know that thing where lots of people say, why are the cars only using one lane in vanilla? Well, with this mod, you can just stop that happening. And then I would put this up to about there, sort of 80-ish%. Don't bother with the parking AI. I have said before, I used it for a bit of fun, but at the moment, the parking AI needs to be updated, so don't touch that. This one's quite good. Prevent unnecessary transfers. So that just does what it does. Individual driving styles, you can have that on or off. Road condition, you've probably got that fine. And disable despawning, that's the same as the little blue button. Put that to Holy City. I normally leave that as it is and don't touch that. And then the rest of the things we can leave as they are. But this is the main one. This is the one where some extra brains are going to be put into your car drivers, and they're not going to just stick to one lane, and they're going to merge better on the motorway, all sorts of things. And then this one here. So how... That's the rules. That's what we'd ideally like them to do. How well are they going to do that depends on how high you put this. Very low, not much CPU is going to be put into that. Very high, tons of CPU. I tend to go with high, and that works. And then apply, it changes right away. So we'll add that in. And what you will start to see, probably hard to find an example, but whereas in the past they might have only used 1 or 2 lanes going down this little road here, they will now start to use more of the lanes, which is what you want, and that just helps things run much better. Look, you can see these guys down here. Some of them are not just sitting behind everybody else. They're diving down the outside lane, that sort of thing. And that will help a little bit overall to the way your traffic runs. So what can we do next? Let's just take a look at this area around here. You've got a heck of a lot going on. So if we look underground, we've got this tunnel here, which is bringing cars into your cargo station. Where's that tunnel coming from? It's coming from over here. So there is access off the highway if they wish to come along this tunnel, follow it round, go around here and go into your cargo station. It's also bringing cars in from this road, which is all of this, which is connected to your highway. If we follow this, I'm going backwards on this road here. That comes from around there, which comes from over here as well. Yeah. So having that little offshoot here is a good idea. It doesn't seem that many are using it. Let's just take a quick look at what's happening here. Most are just going past and through there. I'm going to use this one here and hold control and select that node, and that should give this as a dedicated turning lane. No, it isn't. Sometimes it doesn't always do it depending on what the angle is on these roads. So I'm going to do this. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. That's why nobody's taking that road, because you've done this. You've done your lane management, and you're just making everybody go straight on. So let's delete that. Let's click in it again and press Hugo there, which some are already taking it now. But we don't want people down here taking it. Look, like this guy. So we're going to do Control S, which is Hugo there. And it is now going to send anybody in that lane up there, which is all well and good. Oh my goodness, you've got stuff all over the place. Okay, you've got merge in there, which is good. You've got these all merging here. But then you've only got one node between everybody in the lanes here and there to change and decide what they want to do. And you've basically said here, everybody can go to every lane by the look of it. So let's just get rid of that. Let's just pause the game a sec. I want to add another node in here. So I'm going to just grab any old road, and we're going to do that there, and we're going to do that there, and then we're going to delete those. There is mods for adding nodes, but this is what I've got. And then if we just grab Traffic Manager again. So now we've got a node there and a node there. And what I'm going to do is get the Move It mods, click on this node, and just budge it up a little bit. Where's the other one? There we go. So we've got these two nodes, reasonable distance apart from each other. Okay. So the next step. You've got two choices. If you leave that as it is, and you'll see what happens there. Look, they're picking their lane where they want to go. They're picking their lane there. Or, I mean, sometimes that'll be fine. That will probably be okay, actually, because this is now moving a lot better down here, which is good, which means this isn't so backed up. Which means that once this dies down a bit, there won't be so many cars trying to get in each other's way. So in fact, I think we're just going to leave that for now. Is that an autosave going on? What I'm also going to do is a little bit of lane mathematics here, which will help. You notice how we've got one lane for going off, red lane, one lane to one lane, blue, one lane to one lane, and then this one splits into two, which is okay, but it's going to cause you problems at the other end. When you try and do this, you've now got two lanes going into one, which is, if I select that node and delete that, which isn't very good. So we're going to downgrade this lane. What have you got? You've got 4 lanes, one going off, so nice and easy fix. 3 lanes along here, so we'll do that. So now that does two things. when we do the Hugo there, when I say Hugo there, for those who don't watch regular, I'm using the lane connector, selecting that node, and then Control S is the shortcut. So now every lane has their own lane to go to. And then at the other end, we'll do the same. Select the node, Hugo there, Control S. Every lane has their lane to go to. So that just helps the AI in the game to think about what they're doing and to do it better. And then what I would do is not this. You force people once they're... See, these are forced to stay in their lane. These are forced to stay in their lane. Here we're forcing them to stay in their lane. So that's why you get all of this. Everybody has to change lanes in one of these nodes. Because once they go past here, they're stuck, and then they're stuck. So delete that one. Select the node, press delete. So they can now nicely merge. And if they want to, they can pick a lane in this node or this node. And then here again, we'll delete that one. So you've done the lane mathematics, 4 lanes, 2 off, 2 off. So if we select that node, Hugo there, we've now got 2 lanes for each. That is much, much better. And it will run nice and smooth. They'll come along here. There is some merge in here, but they're doing okay. It's not too busy. So that is just going to keep all of this moving. And if that's moving, this is moving, which means that's moving and this is moving. It will make a difference to that whole section. Now, you could just leave it at that and let the game run, and eventually this would go down and it would help. But obviously I'm making videos for YouTube, so I would like to get things moving a little bit quicker. So here is a little trick that I might do, and I do show you this on camera, so you might know it. After we've had them going off like that, I would then pick a node, so this one here, Control S, you've got to go straight on. Then this node here, I'll do something different. I'll do Control S straight on, but I'm also going to allow you to change lanes and you to change lanes. So we're allowing them to change lanes coming down. And we've got enough nodes, so I'm going to do this one just straight on. And then this one here, straight on again, but now I'm going to allow you to change lanes going up, if you wish. And then that one there, straight on. So straight after the junction, they're going straight on. That'll keep it moving. Here, they can all go down a lane. Here, they've got to go straight on. Here they can all go up a lane. Here they can go straight on. There they can merge. And now if you just look at this, look at how much smoother that's going. They're changing lanes where I'm actually forcing them to change lanes and nowhere else. And it's just going so much better. Here we're still going to see, we could do it here as well. We've got the 2 nodes here. Remember we did that. So if we grab this and say, I'll tell you what, in this one here, we'll say straight on, but you can change lanes coming down. Like this. Cars do get confused, first of all, but they'll soon work it out. And in this one here, it's straight on, but if you want, you can change lanes going up. There we go. And then that will just help this keep moving. Let's just speed it up. All the time, all I'm doing is just, I want cars to move. Move, move, move. It might mean that they're stuck in the lane they don't want to be in, or, whoops, bash me elbow. Ah, funny bone. But it's just keeping things moving all the time, which is what we want to do. See, here, I might actually do that the other way around, because these all want to get down. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to reverse the 2 things that I just did there. Hang on a sec. Let's get me lane management. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to do... There we go. So hopefully it just get things moving a bit better. Yeah, they're going to block it up there instead, but we'll see what happens. And then they've got options to change lanes here, and then, you know, that's fine. They're not getting forced to go off if they don't want to. And then once they get down here, they can do what they like, and they've got other places to go. So stuff like that, I mean, you can see how long that's taken me to do. That's why quite often on my videos, somebody will say, oh, I didn't see you fix this, or I didn't see you do that. Because fixing takes a flipping long time, and there's so much stuff that goes into it. Is anybody going down there at all? But I can't put everything on camera. This is the good tool, traffic routes tool. Let's turn off traffic manager. Traffic, pick that lane there. That tells you where everybody's going. Nice visual representation. So yeah, lots of people are using this one. And it could get quite busy, but there's only one lane doing 2 things. So what you could do there, grab your 2 lane one. I'll do that there. So now we've got a lane for left and straight on and right, beg your pardon. And again here we could do with 2 lanes. So, and then if we use the lane tool, this one here, and do control click. So now we've got one for straight on here, And this one, which splits into two, which then splits into two again. And that'll just keep this moving nicely. And then again, we can do some lane mathematics. So 3 lanes. I'm counting this as 1 lane going off, just for the sake of my sanity. 3 lanes, that goes off down to 2. Get the anarchy mod in there. And that helps when it merges the other side. I'm going to do this side as well. So I'm going to pick this lane arrow. I'm going to control click in there. There we go. 1 lane for going off and then 2 lanes for going straight on. It's clever enough to work that out. And then when they merge at this end, using the lane arrows, you go there, control S. You've gone from 3 up to 4. That's fine. You've got a node for change and then 1 comes off. We'll leave it like that. And those sort of things really do help. There we go. We'll do another control click there. 1 lane for coming off. We'll come up this road. We've got 1 lane for coming off already. This one here we could upgrade to 2. It's not backing up, but let's help them out a bit. There we go. And then we'll just do another control click here. So 1 lane off into those 2 lanes. Then they split off and off they go. And it just keeps things moving. Now, this is what we've been fixing. Look, it's not backing up to up here anymore, which it was. It's slowly going down, slowly going down. What I would also do is this road up here, which we know, if you go back to where we were, this is the bypass that's bringing people all the way around here to this. It's a long way. So a car that comes to this little junction up here that is going to either choose to take your little bypass or choose to sit with the rest of the traffic is taking a couple of things into consideration. They're thinking, which is the quickest route? And that's it. And the other thing they're thinking is, when can I get a cup of tea? That's all they're thinking. So at the minute, look how slow these cars are going. They don't take into consideration, as far as I know, traffic. So technically, this is going to take longer. They're going to sit in the traffic. But here, it's going really slow. So this road you've got coming up here, it looks like, whoops, looks like you've used one with trees and things on it. It's just a little slip lane bypass type road. Let's grab this one here and upgrade that to this nice faster road all the way along. And if you can see, that's a better road. If we use the speed limit tool, this gives you 80. This one's only 40. So already we can see the difference. Okay, so now this road coming under here is a much faster road. It's twice the speed that it was before. So we should have more people using it, which means there's less cars going down here. It's going to take a while for all the... Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is not blocked up anymore. It's all moved. It's all moving forward. Everyone's going where they need to go. So that has solved this roundabout just with a little bit of thought of what's going on and what we can do. And then, I mean, there's coming the other way. You've done some lane mathematics along here. I don't know whether you've got your merging fixed here. No, you haven't. Let's just have a quick look at your lanes. 2 + 1 to 3. Then you've got 2 coming out of there. Okay, I can see what's going on. Let's just do that. Yeah, we need this down to 1 lane. That's what I meant to do first. Let's grab that. Only needs to be 1 lane. Grab this arrow, control click. Why is that not doing it? I want 1 that way and 1 that way. Does that... Oh, that's why. Look, there we go. All right, you go there. Done. And then that comes up here. Let's delete that one, and then we can get these to merge. There we go. Oh, we've got too many lanes going on up here. What the heck is going on? And also, this is a really slow road. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay, pause. Gone. Gone. We want highway roads along here. You've got 3 lanes on here because you've got 2... 3. Okay, well, we'll leave it like it is. We'll go with the 4. So that fits in nicely. And then that's going to hit that. Didn't want to do it, did it? Let's turn off the bend. There we go. Thank you very much. So we get another lane coming in there. And then that's going to go up to there. Okay. And then we'll see if we can get this to match up and make sense. So we'll grab our Hugo there. There we go. Got a lane each. That comes along here. And then we've got an extra lane coming in. Where does this one come from? That comes from here. So you're letting cars that are coming from this come down here, come round and join. Oh, okay. So there's not going to be that many cars coming out of there. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. I will just do a bit of Hugo there. So these guys get a dedicated lane coming out. And then up here... tell you what, we won't do that. We'll do this one. There we go. So now we've got a lane for going off, 3 lanes for going on. That splits up nicely. That's fine. So that should help this free up. Well, look, it has. Look, freed up in each direction. Keep everything moving, which is good. Then we come to this. And there's an interesting thing I've spotted with what's going on with all of this. So I think what we're going to do with this one, this is going to be a 2-parter because I spent so much time telling you how I prepare the cities and the tools that I use. I really want to make sure I put enough time into fixing this traffic and showing you some more tricks and things. So if you want to see that, be sure to like this video and subscribe as well so you don't miss out. I think I'll get that one out ready for you at the weekend. Until then, maybe check out the other video on the screen. And thank you very much for all of your support as well. Take care. I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.